When Douglas Carswell resigned from the Conservative Party and decided to defect to Nigel Farage's UKIP, he, rightly in my view, called a by-election. He said to his voters in Clacton, right, look, here's the deal guys, you elected me as one of the Cameron Conservatives and now I've found a new political home that I reckon, as your MP, better allows me to represent and fight for the interests of you, the voters. The people of Clacton, turning round to Douglas, said, you know what, mate, I respect this, and he was duly elected as a UKIP Member of Parliament. That's why I'm absolutely astounded by the sheer arrogance, frankly, of the defector to Sir Keir Starmer's Labour Party. I don't know the member for Bury South, though his constituents very much deserve a say over whether or not they want to keep him. They elected a Conservative, and now, presumably, if he's true to his word, they've elected a socialist. Labour is a socialist party. I don't think MPs should freely play a game of sodden musical chairs with the House of Commons benches. Christian Wakeford co-sponsored and voted for a private members' bill that would, and I quote folks, enable the recall of members of the House of Commons who voluntarily change their political party affiliation. So why doesn't the man announce right now that he's forcing a by-election to give the voters of Bury South a say over whether or not they want to keep this man now he's in Sir Keir's camp? Guido Fawkes then got a hold of messages from the member in question in which he ridiculed Angela Rayner, the darling of Labour, for being Michael Gove's opposite number. He called them a word beginning with a C that I wouldn't dare repeat here, or I'd be removed from me mother's will pretty fast. He attacked the New European, the newspaper of choice for Euro fanatics, often found, has to be said, on the new members' side of the House of Commons, the Labour Party side. And look, all in all, folks, right, given that the list there of the member for Bury South attacking his new colleagues, it does strike me that the voters were clear, right, that they were electing him on a false premise. They were electing a man who made clear that he didn't like the Labour Party or what they championed, which at the time, let's not forget, was about blocking Brexit. This is a Leave constituency. I think it would be profoundly dishonest and highly arrogant of him not to call a by-election. And frankly, I think it's about time that the law was changed that ended this farce of unprincipled members of Parliament taking taxpayer cash who want the attention via by-elections. I think they should be forced to go back to their voters and say, look folks, do you still want me or do you want to go for a Conservative that I've just left? The only reason they'd say no is, frankly, a fear that the voters' answer would be, ta-ra, mate, I'm done, you're gone.